Students, myself Miss Rachna Jain, Associate Professor, Department of English, Government PG College, Rajgarh, Alwar. Today, in this video lecture, I am going to explain you the poem Shall I Compare Thee, composed by William Shakespeare, the famous dramatist and sonneteer of the 16th century. This is my third video lecture on this poem. This is the second stanza of the poem Shall I Compare Thee? First of all, I read this stanza for you. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair sometime declines by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. Now I explain you the difficult words used in the poem in the simple English words. Too hot. Too hot means in dazzling brightness. The eye of heaven means sun. Gold means shining. Complexion means face. And in total, gold complexion means the bright golden rays of the sun. Dimmed means eclipsed or faded away. Declines means departs. Nature's changing course means in the process of change brought by the laws or rules of nature. Untrimmed means disordered. This stanza has been taken from the poem Shall I Compare Thee, composed by William Shakespeare. Here the poet compares the spiritual and intellectual beauty of his friend W.H. with the beauty of the summer season. The poet finds that his friend is more mild and lovely in temper than the summer season. There is no roughness in him. His beauty is everlasting and not short-lived. First line, sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines. The poet says that sometimes the eye of heaven means the sun shines. Too hot means too brightly. The poet says in summer season, due to hot temperature, the sun shines brightly in the sky, but often is his gold complexion dimmed. But very often a black cloud tries to cover the sun, and the golden rays of the bright sun dimmed or faded away. But the brightness of the intellectual and spiritual beauty of poet's friend W.H. always shines brightly. It never loses its charm. So there is no sense of comparison between the two. The brightness of the sun sometimes declines due to the black cloud which tries to cover the sun. But the brightness of the beauty of poet's friend will never fade away. And every fair sometimes declines by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. In these two lines, the poet gives the universal truth. He says that every beautiful object of nature and every lovely thing has to fade away either by accident or fate or by the disordered changing rules of nature. It is the universal truth that nothing is permanent in this world, but the beauty of poet's friend W.H. remains the same till end. It will never lose its charm. So there is no sense of comparison between the spiritual and intellectual beauty of poet's friend and the most beautiful day of summer season. So the poet does not feel inclined to compare his friend's spiritual and intellectual beauty to the beauty of a summer's day. He knows that the beauty of summer day is short-lived. It soon fades away. The beauty of his friend is more lovely and captivating than the beauty of the summer day and the beauty of the flowers of May shaken by the rough winds. It is even brighter than the brightness of the sun. The brightness of the sun is often covered by the clouds, but the beauty of his friend cannot be eclipsed. The beauty of the most beautiful objects of nature and human life are subject to decay and decline, but the beauty of his friend is eternal and everlasting. It cannot be obscured, dimmed, or ravaged by time or death. So students, in the next video, I will explain you the concluding part of the poem, Shall I Compare Thee? Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.